that the 21 may have the advantage going down here into turn one if he can stay side by side. The 7 goes way hard out. The 21 decides that he's going to break a little bit, but they're 4 wide there coming out of that turn, Ryan.
Unbelievable racing, and we apologize. We had some audio issues there, so we should have that fixed. The 8 car sends it into that turn. The 7's in the grass. He's going to get into the 98. There's the 7 goes into the outside wall there. We will see if that brings out the caution. Yes, it does. So the 21 looks like he may be your new race leader. The 10 of Leafs Justin currently in second position as they will restack them one more time. And DP, we got to be getting close already to a green-white checkered. There was probably only 7 or 8 laps left there. We do not have a lap streamer, so
should be 4 to go.
4 to go. There you go. Thankfully, JRM Dohar is helping us out from with inside that race car. But DP, we're going to stack them up and try them one more time.
4 laps to go. So if the caution comes out, it will be overtime rules. The 7 was super strong, but the 21 stayed right there with them on the little bit of a run that we had. And so now the 7 going to start way back in the pack. The 10 of Leafs Justin going to be the leader here. The 21 going to be on the inside. We'll see if the 21 decides to back out of it this time, or if he decides to go ahead and send it on that 10. Only time will tell. Coming up into this hard braking zone, Ryan, into that right-hand corner, the 21 off of it, but he gets sent just a little bit from the 08, and this has turned into a really rough turn one.
Look at the 7 coming from the very back, pushing his way. He's in the grass, but he is going to come side by side with that 21 car as they continue here at Road America. Really good run by that 7 of JRM Dohar as the 21 is your race leader. The 10 and the 7 battle for second place, and they're 3 wide. Oh, 7 hard in to that outside wall, into the grass. The 08 as well in the grass. They are still racing, though. The 21, your current race leader. The 10 of Leafs Justin, now running in second place here at Road America. They'll be coming to 3 to go here when they get to the line, but this is a very, very long track. Hard braking left-hand turn there as they go under the Road America bridge, turning back to the right. The 10 is right on the 21's back bumper. Can he make the pass as they come down this long stretch here and then back into a right-hand turn here, DP?
The 21, the leader, the 10 running in second, the 7 we saw way off into the sand. That may end his race if we don't get a caution. And this is going to be really interesting now because it looks like cars are slowing down. The caution is going to come out once again.
Caution flies once again here at Road America for these Xfinity cars, and that should set up a green-white checkered if we are correct here in the booth. So we have only been live for right at 8 minutes, DP. This is probably the fastest race that we have ever called if they can keep this thing green for a full lap. And we're actually planning on interviewing all 6 drivers in the field after this race. So a little bit different. We're going to actually talk to all 6 of these guys, and we'll need some help from them to figure out exactly where everyone finished. But we're going to go green flag here once again. As you see, the 7 will be starting in 5th position, the 08 in 6th. And this should be a green-white checkered, DP. So if they can get back to the start-finish line without a caution, this thing is final. It will either be checkered or yellow to end this race.
The 21 finally had the opportunity to start from the lead, and the 10 able to get around him Now the 21 is going to battle the 8 of Tom Flitty coming into this hard right hand corner. A ton of speed at Road America, but it can be a little bit technical in certain spots. So far, the 10 out to a nice lead with the 21 still battling the 8 there for second place. The 21, though, is super fast at this track, Ryan. We've seen him come up through the field and stay up front. And so I think the 21 still has the car to beat. He's just going to have to track down the 10 of Leafs Justin.
10 car looks really strong as they take the hard left-hand turn here. The 8 car goes into the grass. He's going to lose position to the 98 of Asylums. The 98 gets pushed off the track into the sand. He is unfortunately going to lose all those positions and now be in 6th as we ride along with the 8 of Tom Flitty. He is currently running in 3rd. We have that 10 car of Leafs Justin's in the lead. The 21 of the J-Mac Attack running 2nd. Tom Flitty in the 8 running in 3rd position. Looks like the 7 of JRM Dohar's in 4th. And 5th goes to the 08. And 6th will go to that number 98 machine. DP, I think they will probably be able to get back to the start-finish line, but we'll have to just check and see if they can get there. Oh, you see the 21. Oh, that's a 7. 7 gets around, and that will bring out the caution once again here at Road America. So, green, white, checkered one more time, DP.
Yeah, we're going to do it one more time. I believe that these guys will get around this time. But that 7 car, really fast, has tried really hard to get it back up to the front, but he keeps kind of messing up there, Ryan. He's going to have to get it together, but I think if he can get it together, 2 laps is more than enough time for him to get up to the front. He's going to start probably 6th. And so with this small field, anybody can still win this race right here.
Like I always say in all of my races, guaranteed top 6 no matter what. So these guys definitely guaranteed to have a pretty good finish and a pretty good points day here at Road America. Looks like the 7 may have stayed out there, DP. Bold strategy with 2 to go. Come in here to another green, white, checkered attempt. 7 car is going to be your leader. The 10 of Leafs Justin's running 2nd. 21 of the J-Mac Attack in 3rd, the 8 of Tom Flitty in 4th, and then 5th and 6th is the 08 and the 98. The 7 gets a really good restart, pulls away a little bit from the 10 as they make that hard left-hand turn here at Road America. All the cars still on the track so far, but still a long way to go before they take that white flag.
One of the things about these road courses is that these tires really start to come in after a few laps. And so generally it's okay that the 7 car stayed out. He's probably not going to lose too much ground to everybody. And right now it was a good call. He's out to the lead in front of the 10 of Leafs Justin, who's trying desperately to get back to him, but he's having handling issues with that race car. The 7 looking strong. We've seen him make mistakes though, Ryan. He's got about a half a lap until we can guarantee that the next flag will be the checkered. And so if they can make it, the 7 car going to be the winner, but the 10 is coming and closing strong.
10 car definitely looks good as we ride along with the 08 of South Whiskey back here battling for 6th. Really 4th position. 4th, 5th, and 6th all running very close to each other as we swap back to the 7 of JRM Dohar in that number 7 Grant Chevrolet Camaro. He is trying his best to get that white flag DP so that if the caution does fly, it will be race over. But really good strategy for him staying out. I thought that was going to hurt him, but honestly, he got a really good jump on the restart, and the 10 just has not been able to close up to him yet, as he will be coming to the white flag this time, DP. 1 to go here at Road America.
The next flag will be the checkered flag. Ryan, I'm really intrigued at how these guys are running this track. They're really showing the little spots that you can use up the grass and use up the different parts of the track. It's really interesting. I think I might go back later and say, wow, you could really get a lot of time off of that corner when you run it that way. And so these guys out here having a blast. Trying to get through these tricky road courses is something altogether different than mostly what we do. But it's incredible to watch these guys. And up front, the 7 car looking strong. The 10, though, they're running about similar. Oh, the 7
Oh, the
hard into the
7.
wall.
He just hit that inside wall, DP. We were riding along with him. That is going to ruin his chance of a win here. I do think they're still green, so the 10 still has to battle. He has the 21 of the J Mac attack behind him. But DP, that is going to ruin that 7's chances of a victory here. He just tried to cut that turn just a little too far, and it bit him right in the behind.
Coming out of this carousel here, there's going to be a long straightaway and then this little kink in the track. The 21, if he can hit that just right, you could get a huge run off. We're going to look to see what happens there. He's pushing it hard right up against those bumpers, but the 10 really starting to pull away from the 21. The 10 just about a half a lap here, and he's going to be the winner. Oh, the caution looks like. Nope, go ahead, buddy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good. It is hard to see here on these road courses if a caution comes out. I do think the caution just flew. Yep, caution is out. I believe that will end the race. So the 10 of Leafs Justin in first. The 21 will come home in second place. Third looks like it will go to JRM Dohar 88. Um, Again, hard for us to tell exactly where everyone's at. Looks like the 98 will come home in fifth. The 08 of Stout Whiskey is in sixth, and the 8 of Tom Flitty will come home in fourth position. So we will go dark here for just a second, and we will interview all 6 drivers here tonight. A little bit different, but only 6 guys starting, so we're going to talk to all 6 of them here in probably our quickest broadcast to history, DP. So stay tuned. We'll have your top 6 drivers here in just a moment. back live with our top 5 finishers. I know we said we were going to interview our top 6, but 6th place was unavailable. He's got to get back to the shop and get ready for next week. So, DP, we will start with our 5th place finisher. That is our good buddy Stout Whiskey. DP, take it away. I'll let you interview 5th and 4th. And hell, you can have 3rd too, and I'll interview the top 2. You are muted, DP, if you are trying to talk there, buddy.
How about now? There we go. Sorry about that, Stout. You had a strong car. You finished 5th. You passed one car at least, but you definitely had the fastest lap there. So take us through the race. Not a whole lot of laps to get in, but definitely an exciting one.
Just need a little bit of luck there, a little bit better track position. Just being back there in 6th and trying to work my way through the field. I just couldn't hang with those guys. I'm kidding. I absolutely suck at road course racing. I mean, I'm usually pretty good enough to keep it on the track, but I'm just not. It's not my thing. I don't know if it's the. I'm not gonna blame the wheel. It's definitely the driver. So I definitely need to spend more time at road courses. But I'll be honest with you, man. This is probably the most fun that I've had. Asylums, myself, and Tom we're duking it out for 4th, 5th, and 6th, and we're just laughing our butts off. And I was messing with Tom, hunting him down, and going there. I guess it was. I don't know what turn it is. I don't pay enough attention to road course racing. I was just messing with him. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get your ass, and I sure as hell was gonna get his ass. So I turned to the right to keep from hitting him, and when I hit the wall, I called the caution, and J Mac and Leafs didn't get to race to the finish. So, yep. Finish 5th place, man. We'll take it, dude. Looking forward to the playoffs, and there's a couple good tracks that I really excel at. So looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys for what you do. Big shout out to Marty, for giving us this opportunity and getting you guys on board to call our races. So thank y'all, and thank you, Marty.
Yeah, like you said, Stout, playoffs are coming up soon, so we'll definitely be looking to see you there, buddy. All right, Tom Flitty, man, you finished 3rd, or I'm sorry, you didn't finish 3rd, but you started up there near the front, was running about 3rd place in that first stint. But that first turn, man, is a real doozy, and it looked like once you guys started to get those cautions, that it was really difficult to get past that first turn. What was your strengths and weaknesses there at that track? Because with it being so long, we definitely get to the parts of the track that we like, the parts of the track that we don't. So take us through it, buddy.
Well, first of all, definitely want to thank you guys. I know it was kind of a small field and everything, but thank you, for broadcasting and doing this every week. Big thanks to Marty Hensley, Rock NASCAR, everything that he does for not only our league and you guys, but the whole Xbox community as a whole. So big shout out to you guys and him for sure. But the car was a little too loose, and we were laughing and having a really great time in the party, and just trying to duke it out for whatever spot that we possibly could. I don't think a lot of us had a lot of practice. I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but that was part of the fun and a lot of the chaos that, contributed to what, eventually ended the race too. But I'm actually kind of stoked because I've never really done this before. So this is a first time stat for me. I was involved in literally every single caution tonight, so that's my league first for tonight. So with that, I'll let you go ahead and interview the 3rd place driver.
Yeah, I've definitely been there, Tom. And when you have races like that, you're thankful that they are as short as this one. But you'll come out of here with a 4th place finish, and we'll definitely see you next week there, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
JRM Dohar, man, you're doing an incredible job with this league. A really short race tonight, so you had to get up front and kind of stay up there. We never did see you up front. If there was more laps, you think you'd have been up there, buddy?
I mean, we had a good race car. It's just we were way too in the big braking zones. We really had a good car that could turn really good, and we didn't have a lot of wheel spin, but we just had too much rear brake dialed into it. So it was way too loose in the braking zones. And, we had the lead there on the white flag and going into the sharp left. Once I got it under the braking, it just went completely around on me and spun around and just try to get back going. We were just out there having fun, just logging laps. I mean, we were already in the playoffs. It wasn't going to make or break anything for us. So just wanted to go out there and just have some fun and had fun racing the 21. He was a lot better than me in those key braking zones, but I felt I could pull him kind of in other places. But once we had that first caution, I knew we were going to just be kind of duking it out and all on top of each other. So sometimes you get run over, it happens. But overall, a good race, but we're more looking forward to New Hampshire and, really focusing our efforts there. So just want to give a shout out to Marty and Rock for all he does, and you two guys for doing this. And told you guys to be done by 10, and I'm a man of my word.
Well, we definitely appreciate all you do. I know I've had a blast calling these races, and I'm sure that Ryan has too. Speaking of that, Ryan, you have our final two.
Absolutely, yeah. Second place, J Mac Attack. Man, it was a slim field, but hey, second is second, and you take home P2. Tell us about that race. It looked like it was a lot of fun out there for y'all, and that's that's what this league is about. That's what y'all created this for. That's what Marty Rock NASCAR 388. This is what this is all about, and y'all definitely showed that tonight, and we had a lot of fun, and it looks like y'all did too. Tell us about your race, buddy.
Well, out there, it just seemed like it was 5-on-1. I was getting hit by everybody. I had the fastest car out there. They all knew I was the fastest car out there. I got my COVID shot, or my second half of my COVID shot earlier today, so I only had one working arm. I was shifting and driving with my left arm. I was at half strength. Only had 5-on-1, getting beat around, knocked around, and I still almost won this thing because I'm the man. I'm the best out there. We didn't come home with the victory, but you know what? Defeat makes you stronger. We're going to come back next time, and we're going to be even stronger. But in all seriousness, this was we were slim field. We were just trying to make it as much fun as we could, and we were trying to kind of figure out the braking zones there at the beginning, and kind of killed the 7 a couple of times. But just having fun, trying to figure everything out, and beating and banging on each other, and at the end there, me and the 10 were kind of able to separate ourselves a little bit after the 7 had an issue going into turn 4, and we almost came out with it. Made a mistake in the carousel and the kink, or would have been in position to try a dive bomb going into Canada corner, but didn't quite make it. But all in all, again, thanks to Marty for everything he does for us, for this league. The admins of this league. Again, tiny field, but we made it work, and hopefully we put on something of a show for you guys. So again, thanks, and had fun, and we'll see you next week.
Man, even if y'all had 2 cars, that interview in itself was worth every bit of what we watched their DP. That was probably the best interview I've ever had in my life on NASCAR E5. So, Leaf Justin, you got big shoes to fill here after the J Mac attack. Man, you brought home the race in P1. Yeah, he's talking about COVID shots. He is getting serious, getting real over here on his race interview. But man, that 10 car was fast. You got a little lucky. The 7, he got into a little altercation there with the inside wall. But man, you were right place, right time, and you come home P1. That's definitely going to help your points day here. Just tell us about your race there, buddy.
Yeah. It was a thing. It was pretty much survival when it came down to the end there. All about where you would be when everything shook out after we all kind of ran each other over for the first 2 or 3 corners. Was fortunate enough to still be at the front on that final restart, and the 7 torpedoed himself into the wall and came about a foot from killing me. So that was a near-death experience, and then came down to the last few corners and was expecting a COVID shot there. That don't know what got into him. The government's tapping into him or something. Was expecting a hard run from him, and then boom, the yellow came out, and we got ourselves a win. So definitely take it if you want to call it that. Yeah, we'll go on to the playoffs and see what we can make happen there.
Absolutely, and good finish for you there, Leafs. We appreciate everyone for tuning in. DP, man, this is probably one of the most fun races and post race interviews I think I've ever had. Um, you know, J Mac Attack finishes second right after his COVID shot. His right arm does not work, could not even shift on that car, DP. But tell us about your thoughts. It was a quick one, but man, it was fun. And this is what this is all about. Just having fun, being competitive, and just making this community better week after week. Rock NASCAR does a great job of keeping this community, positive, keeping the negativity out of the Xbox community, and I'm just so proud to be a part of all of these drivers as well as sponsors. But man, DP, that was fun.
Fun racing indeed. All these drivers trying to have some fun and get a few more points, just squeak out a little bit more right before these playoffs start. But it's about to get really serious. New Hampshire's coming up. It's going to be the first race of the playoffs. And so I'm looking forward to that, Ryan, because, New Hampshire can lend itself to two wide racing. And, with these guys, if there can be two wide racing, there will be two wide racing. So I cannot wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either. New Hampshire's definitely a tough track. You can do too wide, but it is definitely a little scary. So that will just about do it for us here tonight. Definitely, I would think, DP, a world record for our broadcast. We're right over 30 minutes, and man, it was just a blast. I had so much fun. Congrats again to all 6 drivers who ran, but especially to Leafs Justin for his win. We'll be back next week at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give or take a few minutes, for the next race in the Leading Edge Pro Series schedule. But man, it was a great race, great interviews, had a blast. Until we see y'all the next time, which will be next Wednesday. Of course, you'll be able to see a lot of other races here on ARCS Racing Networks, twitch.tv/ARCS Racing Networks. You can also find us live on Facebook and YouTube, ARCS Racing Network. Make sure you subscribe and follow to both of those channels. You can see a lot of great racing throughout the week. Trucks on Tuesday, Leading Edge Pro Series on Wednesday, ARCS Xfinity on Friday, and also on Sunday, A Squared Cup Racing from the ARCS division. So that will do it for myself and my good buddy Deplorable Me 44. Until we see y'all the next time, stay on